American poet, novelist, and writer of much influence, significance in the world, Charles Bukowski said, "An intellectual says a simple thing in a hard way. An artist says a hard thing in a simple way," meaning there are actually and there have always been fundamental, imperative, and unavoidable differences and distinctions between an intellectual and an artist, between a man of wisdom, intelligence, rationality, reason, and criticality, and a man that's basically led by art, literature, humanism, etc. Because the man of wisdom, experience, morality, maturity, alongside criticality and rationality, is not only critical about himself as well as in his character, mentality, perception, and action, but he is also equally calculative and measured, moderate, and reasonable in his behavior and interactions with the people in the outside world. And that means the critical, wise, reasonable, mature, and moral man is always going to be moderate and measured and grounded, not only with himself but also with the others in one way or another, even though they are good, kind-hearted, or despite his good relationships or the close ones. The man of intellect will never leave behind, or he will simply not surrender his reason, character, authenticity, morality, maturity, wisdom, reason, etc. But the man of artists and literature and humanism, on the other hand, is actually will always be simple as far as he possibly can, not only in his behavior and interactions with himself, but also in his conversations and dialogues with the others around him in society, because the artist considers everything from a simple perspective, and he sees the world in a lens that is clear, transparent, and lucid. The intellectual, on the other hand, sees the world in a critical, rational, reasonable, mature, and a real manner. And that's why there can always be differences between intellectual and artist that are unavoidable, imperative, and fundamental for all of us, not only to understand but also to recognize and acknowledge, so that we are not frustrated, angry, or aggressive with neither, because both have their own talents, skills, intelligence, character, morality, distinction, and sovereignty in their thought, perception, mentality that guides their actions, controls their whole being, and obviously also influences the outside environments in one way or another.